Hello, welcome to the third video of Ultra Rich People's Secrets and Mindset. And in this video, we will talk about how do rich people think and act. And if you able to copy their thought processes and you implement in your own way, so definitely you are going to get a lot of benefit. So basically we are going to discuss about 5 thought processes, okay, of the highly ultra rich people. So without wasting your time, let's dig into this. Great. So we are going to learn in this video how do rich people think and act. So let's move into the first slide. So we are going to discuss about 5 thoughts, 5 way of thinking about the highly successful ultra rich people. So number 1 thought, rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to me. And let me explain you this thought a bit more so that you will understand this concept. So poor people, okay, here I'm talking about poor people mindset and rich people mindset. So don't take it straight away. Okay, so let's say poor people, what they do, they blame, they justify, and they keep complaining. These are the 3 major ingredients of poor people thinking. Okay, and they blame to everyone. I'm telling you, they blame the economy, they blame the government, they blame the stock market, they blame their type of business. My type of business is not good, so there's not much profit, it's never going to be profitable. Oh, because of this government policy my business is stuck. Okay, India ka economy is not good at all, how can my business can grow, right? What next? They also blame their partner, co-founder. My partner is bad, he does not know anything. And they blame their spouses, they blame their customer service, they blame their parents, they blame their employers, right? They blame God. So basically they blame anything or anyone except themselves, right? So now how they justify. So we talk about 3 things poor people do: blame, and then justification, then complain. So let's look into justify. If they are not blaming you, if they are not blaming, you will find them justifying. They will say like, money is not really important. Let me ask you this question. If you said that your husband, wife, or girlfriend or your friend were not at all important, would any of them be around for long? Tell me. I don't think so, neither would money. Remember, money is extremely important in the areas in which it works and extremely unimportant in the areas in which it does not work. Now, the third trait of poor people is that they complain. Complaining is the absolute worst possible thing you can do for your health or your wealth. The universal law states what you focus on expense. So when you are complaining, what are you focusing on? You're focusing on problems, right? Then the more problem will come. Now, conclusion. What is the conclusion of the thought number 1? That rich people believe I create my life and poor people believe life happens to me. So the conclusion and action points are: if you want to become rich, never blame, never justify, or never complain. Every time you do this, just remember you are killing your good financial money blueprint. Great. Now let's move into thought number 2. Rich people play the money game to win. Poor people play the money game to not lose. There is a big difference. playing for winning and playing for not losing. So the goal of truly rich people is to have massive wealth and abundance. They want massive wealth, they want abundance, not just some money, but they want lots of money. And what is the big goal of poor people? To enough to pay bills, and on time, some more miracle will happen, they might be thinking. Okay, see the power of intention. When you have intention to have enough to pay the bills, that's exactly how much you will get. If you think, okay, for this month my total expenses is around 20,000, 30, oh god, just at least I get my at least I get this much money so that I can pay the bills. You will always get the same amount of money, just enough to pay the bills, not a single dime more. It's clear. So what is the conclusion and action point? If your goal is to be comfortable, chances you will never get rich. But if your goal is to be rich, chances are you will end up mighty comfortable. Okay, let's move to, one more thing in thought 2. So, you basically, you are playing game to win, right? So write into the piece of paper, just open your notebook and write it down. What is your current annual income? What is your net worth? Okay, and there will be a time duration. So funda here is, write down your annual income and write down your net worth which you want to have in that particular time frame. So current my annual income is suppose 5 lakh rupees. I want my net worth should be 1 crore. The timeline will be 2 years or 1 year, whatever. Go to an upscale restaurant and order a meal at a market price without looking the price. Give the signals to the universe. Okay. Here I would I would like to tell you one thing. Here's a very good story. Okay. When basically the poor people or average people discuss to their friends, colleague, okay, so what they discuss, okay, what is your monthly salary or annual income and all these things. But have you ever seen on the internet or the big billionaire or whatever, whoever is there, have you seen anything that their annual salary is like this or monthly salary they are withdrawing this? Generally not. What we basically see, okay, this Mark Zuckerberg have $100 billion of net worth, right? Jeff Bezos has $178 billion of net worth. We're not talking about the monthly salary. So you should work on your net worth. Okay, we'll discuss this in more detail also in our upcoming slides. Now, let's move to thought number 3. And the thought number 3 is, rich people are committed to being rich and poor people just want to be rich. They are not committed. Trust me, they are not committed. So I will be rich or I will die poor. This is the statement, or this is the motto of any rich people life. If you're not fully, totally and truly, understand, not fully, totally or truly committed to creating wealth, chances are you won't. You will not able to create. Just don't want. Show your commitment. Are you, how can you show that? Are you willing to work 16 hours a day? Rich people are. Are you willing to work 7 days a week and give up most of your weekends? Rich people are ready to do that. Are you willing to sacrifice seeing your family, your friends, and give up your recreations and hobbies? Rich people are willing to do this. But are you? At least your initial phase of your business, career, life, right? Are you willing to risk all your time, energy, and startup capital with no guarantee of return? You put a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of businessmen, they put everything, time, money, energy, all the capital investment money, but they know this very clearly. There's, of course, there is no guarantee of return, but if they become successful, they will be in the elite club of top 1% people. So are you ready for these kind of commitment? If yes, then welcome, my dear friend. You will definitely going to be a very, very, very ultra rich. Okay, so what are thoughts? So what is conclusion of this thought number 3? In the other words, the universe will assist you, guide you, and even create a miracle for you. But first, you have to commit. You have to take responsibility. You have to commit. Write a short paragraph why creating wealth is important to you. Be specific. Write one paragraph. Even you can pause this video and you can write now. Why creating wealth is important to you. So with this thought, we move to thought number 4. And this is one of the very, very important thoughts. I love this. Rich people think big. Poor people think small. Okay, let me explain what is this. So you will be paid in a direct proportion to the value you deliver according to the marketplace, right? Is this clear? You will be paid in direct proportion to the value you deliver according to your marketplace. If you're delivering more value, you will be paid more. So another way of stating this, how many people do you actually serve or affect? Funda is very clear. If you are serving less amount of people, definitely you will earn less, right? So if you increase at a very high level, see about Facebook, Amazon, see about how many people they are serving, even the Apple, the premium brand, but still they're serving a lot of people, right? So think about it. How many people do you actually want to serve? So most people choose to play small. Okay, most of the people I've seen, even the coach and consultant also. Okay, this is I want only this number of people to to have a good amount of a recurring revenue, right? They want to play very small, and the reason are, number one reason, because of the fear. They are scared to death of failure, and they are even more frightened of the success. So they are, what does it mean if they are doing this at a very small level? Okay, for example, I'm a restaurant owner, right? Or I have a small restaurant, very small restaurant, or dhaba, or whatever. I am frightened to open multiple chain of this. Okay, because first thing, I feel that, okay, if it doesn't work, fear of failure. And second thing also, if I have open to 100 chains, how I'm going to manage it, right? So this is number two reason, because they feel small also. I have seen a lot of people, they feel unworthy. They don't feel they are good enough or important enough to make a real difference in people's lives. Even I feel that a lot of coaches also, they are just started, they want to become a coach consultant, but they think, okay, yeah, there are a lot of more talented people are there. They're already doing the coaching and all these things. So they feel, oh, I have very less experience, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. So my dear friend, experience doesn't matter, right? Of course it matters, but if you have some differentiation, if you have a unique flavor, and I always tell this to all the coaches, consultant or trainers, that was all the individual is different, and every individual have their own flavor. Every personality has their own flavor. What you have to do, you have to only just bring or present your flavor in the front of lots of people. That's it. Okay, so thought, what is the thought 4? Yeah, thought 4 is, so conclusion of thought 4, you need to start thinking bigger and decide to help massive number of people, thousand, even millions. You have to start thinking in this way. Right now, if you are serving 10 people, 20 people, think how can you able to serve thousands, even millions of the people. Just start thinking. I'm just saying, okay, implement you will do later, but just start thinking like that. The byproduct is that the more people you help, the richer you become mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and definitely financially. Simple. If you help more people, you're definitely going to earn more. Let's move to our last thought. That's thought number 5. Rich people focus on opportunity and poor people focus on obstacles. And this is, my dear friend, this is the problem with 99% of the people, and top 1% people only focus on the opportunity, even they are surrounded by lots of obstacles. See, rich people see potential growth. Poor people see potential loss. Rich people focus on rewards. Poor people focus on risk. Very clear. For example, I want to invest. For example, I'm running Facebook ad and I want to invest at least 20,000 rupees for a month, for example. Okay. What is going to be poor people mentality? Oh, if my ad doesn't work, I will lose my 20,000, 30,000 rupees. Right? But how rich people will see? It will boost me the potential growth, right? It will give me the rewards because with my ad, I would be able to reach more people will buy my course or become my lead, right? But poor people think about the risk. If my ad doesn't work, what I have to do? What will I do? My ad fails. If nobody is clicking to my ad, I will lose the money, right? But rich people don't think in the way. Even there is a possibility and probability that your ad will work. Sometime it will work, sometime it won't work. But rich people will think why it doesn't work, why it didn't work, and how can I improve that? This is the mindset of rich people. And if you get this kind of mindset, you'll break all the record. That's it. So now poor people make choices based upon the fear. Their minds are constantly scanning for what is wrong or could be wrong in any situation. They always figure out, okay, what could be the wrong? Okay, what could be wrong in any particular situation? The primary mindset is, what if it does not work? As I told you, or more often, it won't work. Okay, so and see, middle class people. Okay, I put one more layer. Middle class people say they are slightly optimistic and they say like, okay, I hope this works. I hope this. And now I'm going to tell you very important how the rich people think on this kind of situation. This is very important statement I'm going to give. Rich people take a responsibility for the results in their lives and act upon the mindset, it will work because I will make it work. Rich people expect to succeed. They have confidence in their ability and creatives. They believe it will work because I will make it work at any cost, at any condition. Do you have this kind of mindset? Build this kind of mindset. Rich people take educated risk. This means that they research, do their due diligence, and make decisions based on solid information and facts. And I must tell you that, you all have this kind of mindset. If you don't have this kind of mindset, you will not be watching this video, or you haven't enrolled in this course. Why? This is a part of your R&D. Okay, if you're running ad, want to improve it, you have enrolled into this particular courses, you are doing a part of R&D, right? You're doing research, you're thinking if your ad worked previously or not work previously, how can you get more growth and all these things. So you all have this trait because you're watching this video, and maybe I'm 80% sure that you all have this trait. If you complete all these videos, then I'm 100% sure at least you have this thought number 5 trait, the rich mindset trait in your mind. So do rich people take forever to get educated? So sometimes, okay, there is again a problem. You take this course, sometimes you'll take another course on Facebook, sometimes you take another course and you will never start. So it will like the forever trying to get education. If you are in that mentality, you don't have the right mindset. So do rich people take forever to get educated? No, they do what they can do as short a time as possible. They make an informed decision to go for it or not. See, so they will do research very fastly, and then they will take an informed decision. They want to go. See, taking decision is very important. And if you're not taking any decision for the, still you are taking some decision, not taking part in that thing, right? Okay, so do you want some simple but extremely rare advice? If you want to get rich, focus on making, keeping, and investing your money. I'm telling you, focus on making, keeping, and investing your money. Okay. Now, life does not travel in perfectly straight line. It moves more like winding river. This is a fact, and this is true for everyone. I have run hundreds of Facebook ad campaign. Few worked very well, few didn't work at all. So life is not a straight line. More often than not, you can only see the next bend, and only when you reach the next turn, you can see more, right? So main funda is that you have to start, right? You have to start. Don't just keep thinking. One day I will start running ad. So action always beats inactions. Rich people get started. I have highlighted this sentence. Rich people get started. They trust that once they get in the game, they can make intelligent decision in the present moment, make correction and adjust their sales along the way. So you have to start. You did your proper research, R&D, with respect, let's say with respect to the Facebook ad or your course launch and all these things, and they get started. And then slowly, you will make correction, improvement, and all these things and increase your sales. This is the way to do that. Do the things. You cannot have a perfect plan in the beginning. Or even if you think this is a perfect plan and I have to just follow this path and I will become ultra rich or I will make huge number of sales, my dear friend, you are wrong. Environments keep changing. Life is not just a straight line. Poor people don't trust themselves and their abilities. So they believe they have to know everything in advance, which is virtually impossible. Meanwhile, they don't do as well. Right? So you cannot know everything in advance that this is 100% sure it is going to work. You can, with your decision, with your data, you can predict, right? Like we did in our profit predictor system. We take the informed decision on the basis of the data, right? Great. Now, the conclusion is that in the end, with their positive, ready, fire, aim attitude, rich people take action and win. You have to just do it. This is Nike very, very bold, good, motivating statement. Just do it. Don't procrastinate. Just start. No more excuses. Go for it. So few more things. Practice optimism. Today, whatever anyone says is a problem or an obstacle, reframe it into an opportunity. You will drive negative people's nuts, I'm telling you. Focus on what you have, not what you don't have, right? Always focus what you have. And my dear friend, this ends the video, this video number 3, and I hope you understand all these 5 thoughts. And in next video, I'm going to talk about the wealth management. Money management is very important. Why I'm saying this? Even if you have lots of money, and if you don't know how to manage it, you will lose all those money. Do you remember 1 crore winner of the KBC who earned 5 crore rupees? Within 1 year, he lost all the money. Lots of the lottery winners lost all the money within a year. Why? Of course, one formula, they are not working. The programming is wrong. But if you have money, how to manage it effectively so that it will grow. That's what we are going to learn into the next and the final video of this module.